Hey, everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of Anime Happy Hour.
Woo! Woo!
Woo! All right, welcome back. There's been a little bit of a hiatus due to some, work and family things that have gotten in the way, but we're glad to be back with you all. This is our 4th episode, and the topic is strong female characters.
Ooh.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Woo, ladies.
The ladies. For today, our buzzword is going to be tough. And for those of you who haven't chimed in before, we have a buzzword. We're all having a nice drink here in front of us. You can have a nice drink in front of you. And whenever we say one of these words...
Like what?
Tough.
Woo!
Kampai! We have a drink. Feel free to join in.
Oh, that's fresh.
All righty. This is Brittany Evans, and today I am drinking Sierra Nevada's Beer Camp, a hoppy lager that's making me feel pretty hoppy.
Oh, fancy. My name is John Fragglepuss Evans, and I am drinking a Stella.
I am Lindsay Stark, and I am drinking a Stella as well.
And I am Brianne Evans, and I am also drinking a
Stella!
But I still feel hoppy, so.
Oh, good.
Thanks, John, for getting us all Stellas.
Yeah, it wasn't that tough.
Oh,
Hi! All right, so we're going to start off with our first segment called Anime Quick Hits. Just going to take a minute to talk about what we've been watching, what we're currently watching, and what is in the queue. And for me, I watched just recently. I only got about 6 or 7 episodes in, but I'm still working on it. Durarara, which is lots of fun. We were watching it for SLC Anime's monthly anime, and I want to say it got our highest review yet.
It did.
True. So well liked amongst everyone, which is rare.
Yes.
Quite rare.
Well, we're all kind of
Opinionated humans.
opinionated.
Yeah. But it's cool to come across something that everybody liked so much. So I'm looking forward to finishing that. And I'm still in the process of watching Assassination Classroom. We've been watching that one as a group. We've fallen a little behind, but it is such a good show. I can't wait to get caught up. In the future for myself, I am looking forward to watching Yatterman Night. It's airing currently. I think it's about 6 episodes along, so I need to get in there and start watching. But it's apparently based on a show called Yatterman from the 70s. But it's a new take on it that's sort of flipping it to where the good guys are bad and the bad guys are good.
Up is down.
And down is up. It looks really I like the look of the characters, all their funny outfits. Like it looks like it still has a 70s feel to it, but in a more, polished modern animation style. So I'm very excited to see what that's all about. John?
Oh, where to begin? So, I watched quite a few and rewatched some for our panel that we did at Salt Lake Comic-Con Fan X. That was, when was that, last month?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago? That's it?
In January, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Time flies.
So I was watching a bunch for that. And by the way, our panel was great. Thanks to everyone who came out to our panel.
Yeah.
It was so
It was
fun.
packed to the brim.
Thanks to Salt Lake Comic-Con, they moved us to a bigger panel room, so 500 seats, and we filled it, so it was great.
It was great to see so many faces out there and just loving on anime.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, I guess what I have been watching is Kuroko no Basket 3. Yes. Third season currently airing.
Wow.
It's
Yeah, Generation of Miracles.
Isn't that like, how many episodes is that now?
1,000,000.
50?
it's 25 a season,
It's 1,000,000.
Whoa.
and it's all just one continuing
Story.
We're still in the
season.
same. We're still in the same tournament from season 1.
Are you kidding?
No, we do not lie.
Oh, it's so good.
Holy cow.
And we finally just met the 5th generation of Miracle.
Oh, and he is.
Oh, that's like
He
the
had.
big
But wait,
reveal,
what's his power? Like his eyeball.
Yes, eyeball power.
I'm serious. Like, you haven't used your eye yet.
His power is he has red hair.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's tough.
Come by.
I did it because I was thirsty.
So yeah, Kuroko no Basket 3. It's a fun anime. The group finished watching Amagi Brilliant Park, and that was great.
So good.
Parasite, another currently airing anime that we're watching as a group, and it's very good anime.
Oh, it's so good.
I rewatched Hime Goto, which is the really weird, bizarre, funny short form anime about the cross-dressing high school kid that's paying off his parents' massive debt by cross-dressing throughout high school. It is really weird, but
weird.
I love it.
Sounds
I think
reasonable.
I think it's funny. The We Cross series, spelled Wixoss, figured out thanks to Lynn's. The Selector We Cross series. In fact, yeah, all that good stuff. Death Parade, which we've also been watching as a group, and is probably my favorite anime of this current season.
I think it is the best anime of this season.
it is
without a
so
doubt.
good. It's
So
It's
good.
so original and it's awesome.
super psychological.
The animation's beautiful.
It's not
Animation's
for little
really good.
kids.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, it's not
death.
for kids.
Yeah.
Just really quick, since it is so good. After death, when two people die simultaneously, like spouses, or whatever, two people with a connection die simultaneously, they go to this limbo where they have to play a game, which is part of what's funny is because it can be darts, bowling, arcade. So it's just, it's really good though. And then finished watching Terraformars, which is another sci-fi. Starts off really good, but I don't know, kind of fizzles out, which is unfortunate because it was really good.
That's too bad.
And then I tried watching Ruby, spelled RWBY, but they say it is pronounced Ruby. It's an American show, but it's the anime style to the max. And I tried watching it, couldn't get too much into it due to the animation, but I need to give it a try again. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. What about you, Linz?
I've kind of hit a dry spell for a minute with watching anime. I powered through a whole bunch for the panel, and then I've been watching a ton. I definitely have been keeping up with my Kami-sama Kiss season 2.
Gotta watch it.
I love the manga, I love the anime, and so I'm watching that every week. I am reading a bunch of manga though, and so I just finished my first 4 what am I trying to think? Not issues, books of the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service, which Brittany got me for Christmas.
Ooh.
It is so good. And one of my friends that lives in LA just let me know today that he's going to be sending me the entire series. And so I'm freaking out a little bit.
I am also excited because I want to read them as well.
It's so good. So I'm
Yeah,
very.
I want to read that.
Can I read them over your shoulder, John?
Yes.
You may all read.
Can we all sit down and read them together?
I'll read them to you guys.
Spoon.
It'll be like when we were kids.
That sounds good.
Can we use a flashlight to tell stories?
We'll
Like
make a fort in the living
A
room
blanket fort and read manga because
Yeah.
we're dorks.
because we're awesome.
That
I don't
sounds
see
so
what's
not
wrong with
nerdy.
this at all. Sounds like a typical Tuesday.
We'll do it in our underwear naturally.
Yeah, like you
Oh,
do.
stop now.
Let her finish what she's been watching.
Yeah. Way to
Sorry.
Shanghai the conversation. I don't know, whatever. Moving on. I'm also reading Parasite, the manga.
Ooh, how is it?
It's very, very good. It's,
How does it compare to the anime?
it's pretty similar. I haven't gotten into it as much as some of the other mangas I'm reading, because I get most of my manga from the library, and they are yet to get me the next issues, the next volumes.
She's telling them to pick up the pace.
I know. But that's awesome. And then I'm also reading Dead Man Wonderland.
Ooh, cool.
So, yeah, more reading than watching at the moment. Brianne, what about you? What are you watching?
All right, so of course, John and I watch a lot of the same anime together, but I have a few that I've been on my own. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have heard about the cute High Earth Defense Club Love anime. It's about,
Tell them
yeah. It's basically like a parody on magical girls. So they're magical boys, and it's hilarious.
There you go.
It's your gender bender.
It's pretty great. It's pretty
killing
great.
stereotypes.
Yeah, I recommend it to everyone. It's a treasure for our generation, and I think that it's going to go down in the books.
I don't know
as
if
one of the
that's
great.
how I would describe it.
You shut your mouth, okay?
It's good.
It's
I
funny.
mean, for
It's
what it
actually
is.
funny.
It's cute.
Is it?
Hi.
I would say cute.
Earth Defense.
All right,
Club
all right.
Love.
Anyway, it's pretty funny, and
I think I might find it pretty tough to watch. Oh.
No, the title of that show makes me think they just put a bunch of words in a hat, shook it up, and then just drew out like
Love
6.
Boy High School Club.
And then,
Love.
all right, let's make an anime about that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
found out today that they're releasing a bunch of Magical Boy cosplay. So I'm hoping, fingers
boy.
crossed, in September,
That would
Comic Con.
be so good.
Oh, I'm gonna just.
It would.
I'm gonna find all those boys. I'm gonna take so many pictures with them.
Especially if they have the love stick.
And if they put a love shower on me, I will lose
Oh
it.
my god.
Yeah, see all these great words that you want to know more about? Yeah. All right. So that one's fun.
And the more you know.
Yes, thank you. Then the more you know, star. All right. And then Your Lie in April. It's this slice of life about a pianist and a violinist.
Whoa,
And
watch your language.
I apologize. No, it's probably one of my favorite animes that I've watched in a long time. It's just incredible. It's a beautiful story. The animation's incredible. It's not tough to watch at all. Oh yeah.
Hey-o. Bye.
Great word.
Aren't words the best?
Yes. And then another one I've been watching is Ranja. I know. That's her name.
Bless you.
Ranja, the robber's daughter. It's
Oh, no.
yeah, Ghibli is producing it, and Hayao Miyazaki's son. Is it Goro Miyazaki?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Anyway, he directed it, and it's computer animation. It's unique, but the story is really adorable. And if you love Ghibli, I think it has a lot of that magical stuff that we love from Ghibli. So it's pretty fun to watch.
From the jibs.
Yeah, the Gypsies.
Cool.
Anyway, it's awesome. Oh, and for the future, I can't wait for Baby Steps 2 to come out in the spring.
Baby steps.
It's so cute. You guys are dumb. You should watch it.
Thanks.
Love you.
Family.
All right. So, plenty of time spent watching the shows. So, next up, we've got Lindsay's anime super awesome fun fact.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, so I'm really excited about this podcast, because I've always wondered, why do all of these anime characters have these super crazy? I mixed the two, super and crazy, soupy.
Super easy.
Put that on a shirt. Britt.
Cray poopy.
Hair colors.
Shapoopy.
And I think we've all noticed that characters with certain hair colors kind of acted the same.
And it matches their eyes a lot of the time.
Yeah. The redheaded is usually the kind of pissed off, grumpy, intense one. And the black haired one's kind of the mysterious,
Sexy one.
Sexy one. Well, there is a rhyme and reason to the hair color that they give certain characters.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. Thanks, Brian. That's good. I'm going to quickly just go through the hair colors and what they mean.
Fun.
So let's start with black hair. As opposed to their bright colored friends, black hair can define a character as being more traditional. Black is a neutral color that is associated with positive personal traits. These characters tend to be deep thinkers and can see the big picture and seldom need advice.
Oh,
Now you're all thinking of the black-haired characters.
I know, right? Gray or silver. Gray-haired characters have a mix of moral black and white, much like their hair. They are do-it-yourselfers with problem-solving methods beyond the status quo. Characters may also have gray hair to emphasize a modest, selfless nature. Also, while not always evil, they may have a hidden power.
ooh, spooky.
Yeah, who comes to mind?
Brown or auburn. The staple color of any stock character or normal person, brown is also a common color for the main protagonist. When characters have darker or lighter brown hair, they often absorb the traits of yellow or black. This color can be deceiving, as a character with this hair color may be far from normal.
Ooh.
Your typical high school boy, John? Brown hair?
Seemingly normal.
Oh, there we go. All right, the redheads. For redheaded characters, the Western hothead stereotype is true. Their emotions are explosive. Get it?
Oh, like fire.
Like fire.
Like red.
Like their hair.
Oh yeah, like exploding red dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah, so associate with passionate, seductive, feisty, adventurous characters, and so on and so forth.
Real ragamarolls.
Yep. Brand liked that one.
I'm sorry, I'm drinking without the buzzword.
All
You're
right.
allowed. What else is there? Purple? Blue?
There's some more. My
Orange?
computer's
Please do
frozen.
blue.
Don't worry, they're all coming up.
Oh, thank goodness.
Fun time fact. Frozen by technology. Okay. Orange. Orange-haired characters have a personality combination between red and yellow. Imagine that. They can be very interesting in that they have the courage and fire of a ginger, but less rage and more optimism.
Like the orange hair from Haikyuu.
I love him.
He is passionate and sweet.
He and or something like that. He is both.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yellow or blonde hair. Although not absolute, blondes loosely fall into three camps. 1, the dumb blonde. 2, the troublemaker. And 3, the prince.
Kuroko no Basket.
Prince Yellow Hair.
Yeah, Prince Man.
It's yellow.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Is that
from
true?
the that's
Is that
from
a real
Boy
thing?
Love Club.
No, it's not his name. I just made that up
I like it.
because I'm hilarious.
And Humble.
So blondes may be assigned to indicate a character that has foreign ancestry as well. Of course, you know, us Europeans and Americans. Okay, green hair. A cross between warm and cool colors, green imparts a unique energy to a character. Like Mother Nature, green is capable of an involving, healing atmosphere as well as bringing destruction and decay.
Ooh.
You're
I'm trying to think of green-haired characters now.
I know.
Kuroko no Basket.
That's the best one.
The
Kuroko no
sharpshooter.
Basket just kind of has all
only
the hair colors, it seems
the
like.
prodigies have funky colored
okay.
hairs, and then everyone else is normal.
is not as cool.
Although, never mind. We don't need to
blue?
talk about that.
Yes.
Cool
Kuroko.
like water. While not always noticed, their influence is clearly felt. Blue-haired characters may have hidden talents and a keen awareness of the emotions of themselves and others. Unlike black-haired characters, they are not averse to seeking advice with their smarts and even-headedness. Whoa. They often play the role of teachers, tacticians, and confidants.
What's a tactician?
You know,
Someone with
like
a lot
a-
of tact.
Yes.
Oh, like me.
He got his degree in tacticianry.
Of course, supernatural abilities are common to blue-haired characters. All right. I gotta rush through these. Purple-haired characters. Characters with purple hair rarely have to assess power through force. They're entitled to it, full of hubris, or out of touch with other characters. Their goals may evolve around prestige and acquiring of possessions. Protagonists with purple hair must face the challenge of balancing the red and blue oni within themselves.
Oh,
That's tough.
Yes. Pink. Characters with... Oh, tough. Hello.
come hi.
Okay. Characters with pink hair may at first seem... I don't know what that word is. Let's just skip that part.
Do you want to start over?
Learning.
No, we're good.
No, it's okay. Pink-haired characters can have a great destiny. Whatever their sexual orientation, male characters with pink hair can be perverse. This pink hair is kind of weird. Yeah, so pink hair.
Watch out.
Pink hair, don't care. White hair, of course, a strange, inhuman essence surrounds the white-haired characters. Their purity can be unnatural and over-sanitized. Griffith.
Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, the girl from, is it Ray from Neon Genesis?
Yeah, and Alan
Evangelion?
Walker
Yeah.
from D. Gray Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, it all kind of makes sense now.
The one girl from, oh wait, none of you watched that. Just kidding.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't Claire have white
No,
hair?
she's yellow.
So, yeah, white hair.
That one is spot on.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's great. Thank you. I liked that a lot.
All our hairs. Yeah, again, kind of crazy and kind of fun to look up the characters that have that hair color and kind of put it all together in a nice little package.
I like it.
Thanks,
Cool.
Tim's.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lindsay. So next we've got the anime review brought to you by fragglepuss.com.
All right. So, since it's been a while since our last podcast, got quite a few, so we'll just really slam right through them. So, in regards to manga, Lindsay has put a review up on the website, fragglepuss.com, and she put up the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Do you have a couple words about that?
So basically, the premise of the story, you follow this group of kids that, well, I guess they're graduated college students, so
The youth.
adults. This group of adults that are all a little weird because they all have different supernatural powers, but all their powers combined make them this Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service because they find dead bodies and they fulfill the body's last wish. And it's amazing. The story is really good, but holy smokes, it is gnarly. Like the artwork is, they do not beat around the bush. They just
About
show
like the goriness of the dead
goriness and
things?
like really the stories are pretty twisted. Like, I don't know. I mean, in a good way, I guess. Can you say that? Like, I don't know. It's such a good manga. I'm so excited to finish reading them all.
Yeah, the images I've seen and looked at are pretty graphic.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
not for the kids.
I was reading it on my flight back from London, and I had to keep hiding it from the person I was sitting next to because I felt weird.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, and then in regards to anime, so put up a review for Death Note, oldie but goodie. Well,
Yes.
relatively old, I guess, in terms of
In
anime.
terms, yeah.
But yeah, so that's a classic. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's a really good one to watch.
It's on the old Netflix.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Do Ra Ra Ra, as Brittany mentioned earlier, got rave reviews from the Anime Club, so that's always a good sign. A lot of great characters in Do Ra Ra Ra. Especially, I forget his name, but dude that always gets all pissed off.
Oh my gosh, I
throws-
love him, and he
throws
throws
signs
vending
and
machines. And
signs and everything. He's so funny.
He has white hair, doesn't he? Or is it yellow?
I forget.
red?
I think
Oh, geez. All right,
it's a color.
help me Google.
Sorry.
Then also Terraform Mars, which I kind of mentioned earlier. Sci-fi, every type of sci-fi. Ooh, it's great. I actually put up a review for Salt Lake Comic-Con FanX for days 1, 2, and 3. Pictures of all sorts of good stuff, cosplay, and kind of review of the convention. Put up a review of Kuroko no Basket, which we also talked about. Brienne helped me with a review on Knights of Sidonia, which is another good sci-fi set out in space.
Netflix again.
That's a Netflix original, actually. Also, Hozuki no Reitetsu,
So great.
So good.
So great.
which we watched for the anime club a month ago.
I
About
picked it.
all the different levels of hell. It's kind of a slice of life in hell. It's
so
good
fun.
though. It's good, and the group liked it in general. Like I liked it.
I love it.
I loved it.
My mom. She's your mom too. Our mom. I forget sometimes.
Yo, mama.
She has a keychain from it.
Oh yeah, the screaming goldfish.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
I put up a review of Psycho-Pass, which is a great
Oh, I want to watch it
sci-fi thriller, somewhat reminiscent of Minority Report. I've talked about it on the podcast before, but it is a really good show. Gagure Kakuri-san, which we've talked about a bit on
Oh, kawaii.
on the podcast.
Pretty adorbs.
So good.
Really cute show. And then also Amagi Brilliant Park, which we've talked about, but really good amusement park. Supernatural slice of life type thing. It's really good. But yeah, so there's been quite a few, but if you want to check those out, just go to fragglepuss.com and you can find all of those. And there's a bunch more on there to get ideas of manga to read or anime to watch and all that good stuff.
Did you do the Comic-Con reviews as well
I did, yes.
for FanX?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Reviews of every day of Comic-Con. So
And I helped.
Brienne was the photographer, so she got some great cosplay pictures and
There were some
pictures
funny ones. My favorite one, I think, is there was like 15 cosplay of
Attack on
Titan, and they all went down the escalator at the
Escalator.
same time.
That's so great.
It was so funny.
and they were
was
doing
good.
the salute
Yes.
too.
Oh, my gosh.
They even had a guy in one of those bodysuits that looks like the muscle-y
The
Titan.
But
It
they
was
didn't
pretty
know that anyone was even taking pictures. They were just going down the escalator like
Because,
that.
you know,
I
attention.
love it. I
There
love
are
when
people
cosplayers get like so
into
in
it.
character that they're just like, they are in it.
I like to point it out to them. I'm like, oh, wow, you're in character, sir. Because, you know,
I bet they love it.
I don't know. Maybe not.
So, next up, the Brianime moment.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ba-da-da-da.
Okay, it's not that exciting, but this is pretty funny. So this is from Cute High Earth Defense Club Love.
Oh, there's a lot of
course.
those moments.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
there
I just
is.
wanted to show you how gay the show is. Like they have a lot of
Like happy?
gay. Yes. Happy. Homosexual. There's a lot of that, but it's very subtle. Well, this part isn't subtle, but it's pretty funny. Anyway, so this is the start of episode 3, and it shows a poster up on the wall, and it says Binyan High's Pretty Boy Contest, because of course once a month everyone votes for the prettiest boy.
Oh,
at
like
this
at our high school.
It's an all boys school. What are they gonna do? There's
Apparently that.
That's what they do. So there's this guy talking to the poster, and he's like, "Yes, I'm gonna be the next pretty boy at Binyan High School." And so he does a little twirl, and his towel falls off. And right as the towel falls off, our hero boys walk in the room, and they're like, "We saw nothing. Let's just pretend we saw nothing." And then the other boy's like, "Why? We did see it. And what's wrong with being naked together?" He's like, "I love seeing it and showing it." And then everyone just kind of stares at each other. It was so funny. Aren't you guys happy that happened?
He's confident with his body.
It is hilarious.
And that's fantastic.
And that's just one thing.
He loves exploration.
What's the problem?
What's the
really?
big deal?
There is no big deal.
I mean, shouldn't we all be a little bit more like that?
And when it's I think we should all just be okay with nudity.
Let's just all be naked all
so
the
that's
time.
the Brianime moment, and I just hope everyone goes out right now to watch.
You will not.
Cute Earth High Defense Boy Club love.
I mean,
shower,
I
love
watched
shower.
Love
a
shower
few
stick.
episodes.
You liked it.
And it is so ridiculous that it's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
is
what it is.
ridiculous.
That's why I said it's a treasure for our generation.
yeah, it's so good.
It's worth watching at least one episode.
At least to see the
To see the
transformations.
yeah, I was gonna
Good.
say.
Oh, when they do the hip bump.
If any of you were there at the panel, I demonstrated the little
Hip
hip.
bump.
It was very good.
It was glorious.
Yeah, it was good. All right, so I hope you haven't stuffed yourself on appetizers because it's time for the main course. Hello. All right. So we're going to be talking about strong female protagonists in anime. And I'm just saying, strong female characters because I even enjoy like a strong female, villain. Like I like a,
Or a side chick.
whatever.
A side chick.
You
yes.
see what I
No,
said?
that chick you have on the side.
That's strong side chick.
No, it's like a sidekick, but a chick.
Oh, that's clever.
I wasn't going that way, but
You weren't? Oh, yeah. I thought you were being really clever.
dang it.
Brianne, you own it. If someone
Yeah,
goes,
yes,
you
I
own
am
it.
clever.
Totes the side chick.
Yeah, trademark that.
Like the side
Make a
kick.
shirt.
But anyway, speaking of side chicks,
Ha.
I'm going to start by talking about one of my favorite animes of all time, Kill la Kill.
She really does love it.
Surprise,
That's all she
surprise.
talks about.
She was so sad when she lost her keychain of Ryuko.
But her son assured her it's not a big deal.
He doesn't know.
He has no idea.
I miss her. But I love, one of the reasons that I love this anime is it has so many strong female characters. Your main protagonist, Ryuko Matoi, the villain, or seemingly so, Satsuki Kiryuin, and then the side chick, in quotation marks, Mako Mankan's Shoku. I don't
Oh,
know.
she's great.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Her monologues.
the
Are
best.
so good. And it's funny because I've been reading different reviews about Kill la Kill, and it's a very polarized opinion between whether or not it's empowering to women or degrading of women.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at
I
it.
think it depends on how you look at it, but I think that honestly, like the more you get down to it and the more that you watch of it, I think it's easy to get distracted from how strong the characters are just by what they're wearing. But the longer that you watch it, the more that you become like you don't notice that stuff because it's about these relationships and the passion and drive of these women to do what they're setting out to do. For Ryuko, it's to avenge her father. For Satsuki, it's to undermine her mother's evil plan. And for Mako, it's to nurture and take care of Ryuko, basically. Like she is a strong character in that she is like the voice of reason, even though it seems like she's talking nonsense most of the time. She's kind of the one that always brings it back to home base, which I think makes her a really strong character. Like she kind of is that even keeled, which is funny to say because when you look at her for face value, she is all over the place. Mm-hmm. But she, in like so many, there's like 2 or 3 different plot points where she basically saves the day by just cooling down the situation
Yep.
with her awesome monologues.
They're so good. And they do seem kind of silly sometimes, but then a lot of the times you think, that actually is really thoughtful and,
Yeah,
and insightful.
Yeah. But it's because she's such a kind of funny, character, and she's so extravagant and like over the top in the way that she portrays her ideas. It would be easy to dismiss them. But if you actually sit there and listen to what she's saying, they are very thoughtful and insightful, and it just shows like
actually
these bonds of female friendship, which I think are lacking in a lot of like like you get all of these, love stories and things, but like strong bonds of female friendship, I think are such a cool story because it shows that we don't need no dudes. I mean, you can have them if you want them, but
Well, and in a lot of anime, I mean, it's already there. They're friends.
like, yeah, we're
They're friends
We've
because
been
we went to high school together. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Whereas
or
this
we
one,
grew up together, and so we're friends. That's it.
Yeah, this one you actually see the progression of their friendship and why it's such a strong friendship, and that's
it being challenged too. Like I love when Mako gets to be head of the fight club,
Yeah.
and she loses it because she's like drunk with power, and then Ryoko won't fight back, and that's when you see like it's such a cute part of their friendship where like, there's so many times where Mako has to help Ryuko, but then this is the time that Ryuko helps Mako. And I don't know, it's so cool to see those bonds between characters. And the same with Satsuki, because they start out with that, what you think is basically hatred for each other. And that grows into something completely different as well. To where, like, you see that final, ending credits and then that final episode.
Oh my
It's
God.
just, it's so great. It's so fun to see. Plus, I don't see what is wrong with having a totally badass lady in a teeny tiny outfit kicking some butts.
Well, what I like, how many anime are there with ladies wearing next to nothing?
There's like 3,000
Yeah, there's a
100?
lot of respect for women in Japan.
Well, but that's just what they wear. At least with Kill la Kill, there's a reason. There's
Exactly.
a reason why their outfits are so skimpy,
And they
or
make it
non-existent in certain beaches.
nudist beach you.
I saw somebody wearing the teacher's outfit from Nudist Beach
I
at
saw them
Comic-Con.
too. It was so good.
He even had the glowing nipples. Oh my gosh.
what? I didn't. Maybe I didn't
Oh,
see
you
him.
missed
I must have
glower
seen
nipples.
It was really
funny.
funny.
Then I could talk about Kill la Kill forever, but those are, that's one of the reasons that I love it so much are those strong female characters. One of my other ones that I just is to die for. I have a huge anime girl crush on Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan
Well, she's awesome.
because she is awesome.
Well,
She's
and-
so cool. I can't even handle it. And she doesn't even care.
Yeah, she's like humble. Like, whatevs. I
Yeah.
just want to protect stupid.
Whiny McWhiny pants.
Oh, Aaron?
But it is so cool. It's like, it's funny to go from Kill la Kill where it's this over the top strength to, Attack on Titan where her strength is, she's super powerful, but she is so humble about
Well, she's
it.
very emotionally strong because, like, she's gone through a lot in her life. They all have. And she just is like, no, this is what we're doing. This is what needs to happen. It's like she's just centered
Yeah.
and, like, cool as a cucumber, but super tough.
Hey-o!
Come by.
Ran out of beer.
Oh, no.
Though it's fun.
But, yeah, I've got a huge girl crush on Mikasa.
I think a lot of people do. I don't think you're alone in that one.
I don't doubt it. Then also, my last one I'm going to talk about. I don't know that you would look at her and think like, oh, she's like a badass tough chick. Oh, tough kampai.
Booyah.
But Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
I was thinking about her too.
I think that she is emotionally a very strong character. Like if I woke up one day and was 80 years old, I would flip out. And she does for like a minute.
she does.
And then she's like, well, I guess I better go.
Yeah.
And don't you love when she's like, "Oh, Sophie, your clothes finally suit you now"?
I know. She's just like, well, I guess
Kind of
this is what
accepting
we
it.
do. Like she just is very matter of fact and just sucks it up and deals with it. And then she holds that moving castle together.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're basically all a mess. She shows up, just scrubs it down,
Some to shape.
whips them into shape, gives them some manners.
Oh, the place is a total disaster to start off.
Oh my God. Well, and it's cute how she goes in there just kind of like huffing and puffing and
Thanks to Turnip Head.
I know.
Sorry, he's not a woman.
But it's great. I mean, because in the rest of the show, I think every other female character in that show is pretty awful. I mean, you've got her mother, who's pretty terrible, the Witch of the Waste, and then the counselor to the president or whatever.
And the sister. Everyone wants the sister.
Yeah.
Sophie's
So
sister.
it's just like, you know, she is the rock in that movie that like makes, because otherwise, if the other female characters were all there were, it'd just be like, ew, what is this? This is bad. But I love it. And I love, oh, find me in the future, Hal.
Oh, yeah.
It's so great. So hers is like a soft strength, but like a really important one, I think. She's not kicking anybody's butts. She's just, you know, taking care of people. And
It's a more realistic
and a more-
empowerment.
exactly. So I appreciate both of those things. So those are the ones that I wanted to point on. So John.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
So first thing that came to mind when I thought of strong female characters or protagonists was Studio Ghibli and Hayao Miyazaki in particular, because for a long time I've known that he has those characters, those strong female protagonists. And so my very first thought was Nausicaa
Of course.
of the Valley of the Wind.
Yes.
And so she is such a great character. She is the protagonist of the show. And she, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin because she's so great. She has this understanding of nature, of creatures of the world, of humanity, of everything that nobody else seems to be able to grasp. For those of you that haven't seen it, although everybody should have seen Nausicaa by now, if you haven't, go watch it now. It's great. But the world is in ruin. It's been destroyed environmentally. And so, you know, it's creatures versus humans. And then Nausicaa is the first person to kind of take a step back and say, you know, why is there so much hatred in the world? Let's make it so that, you know, let's try to make things better. Let's try to make the world better. So she's the first one to really realize this. She thinks outside the box. She has this different way of thinking. And then at the same time, she's caring, but she's not weak because of it. Because a lot of time there are characters or there are female characters and they're caring or nurturing, but then they're fragile and weak, kind of
Yeah.
in combination to that.
Yeah.
So she's caring and everybody respects her. Her town, everybody looks to her opinion and respects her opinion for what they do. And it's so great. And I just have to say quickly, the kind of the most defining scene of the movie with Nausicaa that really just shows who she is, at least for me, is when she first gets the fox squirrel
Oh.
and it's super nervous. And so what does it do first? It bites her. And so instead of, you know, flinging the fox squirrel away or like hitting it or doing something crazy, she sits there and she lets the fox squirrel bite her. She bleeds a little bit. And then after a second, it stops biting her. And then it starts licking her wound. Just like, oh, I'm sorry. And, you know, and you just see that she really does have this connection with creatures, with everything, and this understanding that everyone else doesn't get. And so she is just the best character. And I just love her so much.
Yeah, she is so good.
And then just quickly touching on that with another Studio Ghibli film is Princess Mononoke,
Oh, man.
so the thing is the title, Princess, right? So naturally, okay, so thinking of, kind of a comparison around here, Disney, right?
Right.
Princesses, what are they? They're weak, just beautiful, fragile,
Waiting for their prince.
waiting for their
Yeah.
prince. And there's not a lot of depth to them. But Princess Mononoke could not be any different. She couldn't be more different.
There we go.
She couldn't be more
I don't know.
different.
Mulan and Pocahontas were kind of cool. They fought.
They weren't princesses though.
Dang it.
Zing.
Right. Take it all back.
So, Princess Mononoke. So she, even though, that there's the title, that princess in there, she's this forest warrior. She stands up for really what she thinks is right, and she doesn't sway from that. And even though she has that, kind of a princess title type thing, it doesn't mean she's weak or fragile. She's actually really strong and a strong character. But yet at the same time, she has the traits, she's stubborn, she's protective, really protective. And so that kind of makes her more real.
Yeah.
She's not up on this pedestal. She's just a real person as well. She doesn't make all the right decisions, but she's a very strong character. And the strength of her character is based more on, the integrity, the skill that she has, her acts. It's not just based on good looks or being pretty or things of that nature.
Well, it's nice because there's never any like grand transformation. She doesn't like go from being a wild thing of the forest and then becoming a beauty. She just is what she is, and that's good enough. And that's so great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like she's just looking to find a man,
Yeah.
and she's very independent and everything. And so, you could go on pretty much every Hayao Miyazaki movie.
Well,
True.
and in Mononoke, what's the gal's name that runs the village?
Oh, Lady
Lady
Eboshi.
Eboshi.
Yeah, so she's pretty
Oh,
badass.
she's very strong too.
Yeah.
She runs
yeah.
Iron Town.
I loved her.
Once again, very respected by everybody. Everybody looks to her for opinion. Everybody
She's
just
a great
loves
villain,
her.
even though
And
she's great.
yeah, it's like, is she a villain?
It's such a hard.
We could talk about that one forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Anyway, strong ladies.
Yeah, no, I love Lady Eboshi because she is such a good villain / I don't know, that whole movie. That's why it's my favorite Ghibli movie. But and then very quick, Casca from Berserk. Just love her.
Oh, Costco.
I mean,
For
I don't
the
look
incident.
pretty in this dress
Yeah.
because of my muscles.
she's so tough.
Oh, kampai.
I mean, she overcame hardship. She's respected in the Band of the Hawk, which is this group of pretty much all dudes, but she's very respected in there. She's a warrior. She's very loyal. She has all these great traits to her. And so, just felt like I had to mention Casca.
Throw
You
it
gotta
in.
throw her in there.
All right, Lens, what do you got?
So, the first character that came to my mind for a strong female protagonist is Claire from Claymore.
I love
I love Claymore.
She, she has this horrible side of her because she was injected with the blood with. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but
Yeah.
she has this, this thing that should make her really weak and kind of an outcast, but she uses it to her advantage and she overcomes that weakness. And man, she is just awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person who would watch it and not be like, she is badass.
Oh, she
Aren't you
totally
going to
is.
do cosplay for Claire?
Yeah, I need more muscles first.
Let's work on that.
Because like we mentioned, her outfit is very tight.
Yeah,
and
I want to
form-fitting.
do a Mikasa cosplay, but I got a little too many bumps and lumps for
Yeah.
that.
But she's awesome. She's super tough and she's tough. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that one. She's just a great character, and Claymore is an awesome anime. Next, I'd say is kind of a weird one, I guess, but is also one that came to my mind, and maybe because I'm reading the manga currently, but Shiro from Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, I thought of her.
Oh yeah.
I love her, and there's a big part that I'm not going to give away because everyone needs to just watch Dead Man Wonderland, and if I gave it away, that's like spoiler of the year.
Yeah.
But
If you don't watch it, I don't want to know you.
yeah, don't be my friend.
Just don't even bother.
But she is just, it's such a funny play on a character because she is so ditzy and so out of it. And
Well, you think she just has no, like, she doesn't even know what's going on.
yeah,
she does.
Well, it's crazy. Well, okay. So again, she's super, sorry, I have to collect my thoughts. She's super ditzy. She's really wacky and she loves eating candy and treats and she just seems like this little kid. But then she goes around and like in the first couple episodes, they, her and Ganta, the main protagonist of the story, enter into this race where there's all these deadly obstacles and she's just bouncing around and you think she's just being super clumsy, but truly every clumsy misstep that she makes is saving hers and Ganta's life. And
That whole scene it's like, it's so intense at first, but then when you hit the end and you're like, she just saved his life.
Yeah.
Like, that's what she was doing the whole time.
yeah. And so I love that. I love that. It drives me so nuts in anime characters that are those girls that are so stupid and so ditzy and so dumb, which is why I guess I enjoy animes with anime with strong female characters so much more. And so at first when I saw her, I was like, oh, this is awful. This is awful. And then as the anime went along, she just got so tough, and there's a couple times.
Tough.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. She's a great character. She's very awesome. And again, she's one of the first that came to my mind when we
That's great.
had this topic.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, I'll just wrap up real quick with this. Was one of my favorite female characters of all time. It's Lena Lee from D. Gray Man.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she is just a really diverse character, and she's again one of the only girls in this group of people that have the innocence that protect the world from the Akuma. Which
Hate those.
there really needs to be a public service announcement about them. Don't give in to that deal from the Millennium.
The Millennium.
Anyway,
Rule.
that's a whole different story. But so she shows up and her powers are in her boots, which is fun because it reminds me of like Go Gadget boots. But but the way she does it, she like slices through people with their legs, and so she's a kind of a rock for Alan at the beginning, and she holds her own with all these guys, and she gets put on missions, even though her older brother protects her a little too much. There's a little, that brother-sister weirdness that anime likes to do. But
So weird.
he's always worried about her, but she's like, I'm fine. I can handle myself. I've proven it a million times. And even the weird clock lady that shows up, remember her?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So there's this gal that has a time, like that's her powers, that she can like freeze time or whatever. She's just the worst character, but she grows into a more powerful, confident woman as well. But Lena really helps her out. So anyway, she's awesome. She kicks butt. But she's still pretty fragile emotionally. And there's a part where she basically gives up her life almost to save the ship when they're out on the water. When she goes to fight the main guy by herself, and it kind of freezes her, and she becomes, it's cool though, she loses all her hair, which is fun because they don't change hairstyles often in,
that's
and I thought that was
when
interesting.
happens.
So she risks her life for all the people she loves. She lost her family when she was really young, and she has her friends as her family, and I love her. She's my favorite, and even though she's really fragile and frail at the end, it's because she gave so much of herself for her family and friends. So I took a lot from that. And
That's great.
I don't know, I mean, everyone you guys have talked about, I agree with. I think, and there's so many. You
I
could just
know,
go
it's
on
hard to-
There
forever.
is so many. When I was
Which
looking
is
into
great.
this too,
Which is great. It
Yeah.
should be almost equal, I feel, in our heroes. It shouldn't matter about their gender, but it is
Well,
more
and
fun to
it's
see
so-
women for some reason. We just,
and it's
Yeah.
so diverse on what makes a strong character to an individual. For some people, a strong female character is someone that can kick total butt and is super awesome. like, fighter. But then it could also be a female character who
Just brings
is,
reason.
yeah, emotionally really strong
Yeah.
and a leader. And I don't know, there's just a lot to it.
So yeah, this has been a really fun topic to research, and I would say everyone go look and try and find who's their favorite female.
Well, it's from a point of view of, I would call myself a feminist, but not in a negative way, in the way that I feel like, you can have an equal amount of strong men and strong women and an equal amount of, caring, nurturing men and caring, nurturing women. And there's nothing like saying that you have to be one or the other, or that you have to like one or the other. Like, I think that it's natural to see strong male characters in anime. That just kind of happens and you don't think twice about it. But I think it's also important for us to showcase the strong female characters and to realize that that's just as important
Just
and
as
just
natural.
as cool and a part of, any sort of genre. It can fit in there just fine,
Oh, yeah.
So it's just a place close to my heart. So I'm glad that we all had a good time looking into that and kind of reminiscing about some of our very favorite female characters with those, strong, tough attitudes.
Hey,
Come by.
blip.
So, Flubadub.
Yay, my
Hey-o.
favorite.
Time for some fun. This one is very short. So you might want to rewind and listen to it twice because it is so silly, but it's really quick. It's like 15 seconds. So it's from Steins Gate. And our character, who you'll hear talking, is trying to get into some, club in an alley. And the doorman is black. And so he has decided he needs to speak jive.
Oh, boy.
So
I love when they decide to do
here
that.
goes.
Hey, Master. I am math scientist. It's so cool, son of a bitch.
Yeah. It's so cool.
All right. So he says, "Hey, mister, I'm a mad scientist. It's so cool, son of a bitch."
typical jive speak.
I don't know what that even means. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. But then you find out later that the doorman speaks Japanese, so it's cool.
I'm really glad. I hope it all worked out for him.
It's just ridiculous. Too silly. I love it. All right. So we've had so much fun talking about all these crazy anime. Let's do some shout outs. I want to say a big shout out to Scott Selfridge for helping us again with our sound, setting up these beautiful microphones. We tried to use our headphones, but we had some glitches. So next time we're going to have some sweet pictures of us in headphones.
yes.
Oh, yeah. All right. I would like to give a couple shout outs. One to, of course, the Closet Geek.
Woo woo!
So we're working on getting kind of set up with them, partnering with the Closet Geek. So, so yeah, go check them out. Check out their podcast. It's a wonderful podcast. Four brothers, as they call themselves, the Four Horsemen of Geek. So check out the Closet Geek and their website. And also shout out to SLC Anime.
Yeah.
You can join our group on the Facebook. Just check out SLC Anime. It's all anime related conversations. So, I mean, come on. Who doesn't like that? And then also, I guess, just a self plug for fragglepuss.com. Check it out for anime reviews, manga reviews, convention reviews, all that good stuff. So, yeah, check that out.
Awesome. Well, I'd say I want to give a big shout out to Salt Lake Comic Con again for giving us or Fan Experience for giving us a bigger room so that we can share our anime love with even more people and making it a very enjoyable experience. And I'd say shout out to my sister for taking a selfie right now.
I'm gonna put it on the page, on the Facebook page.
That's why I gave you a shout out.
What?
So if they're the 4 horsemen of geek, these closet geek guys, can we be the Charlie's Angels and Bosley of geek?
Oh, wait a minute.
Let's just be the Bosley of geek.
No one needs to see us. They can just hear us.
Come on, 3 girls and a guy, or we could no.
We could be the 4 musketeers.
Mouseketeers?
Wait.
Musketeers.
No, I want to be
The 4
something of geek.
Meow-sketeers?
We could be
Coutiers.
the geek.
The Geeketeers.
Geek.
That's great.
Giggity.
Anime-sketeers.
We'll think of something by next time.
Yeah, I'm too tired.
I'm
I'm
just
too
throwing
tired
this
to be
out.
clever, but we'll get there.
If you have any ideas, let us know.
All right. And my shout outs are to you guys. Brittany, John, Lindsay. You guys do so much. I wouldn't be as geeky as I were without you.
Oh.
Or I'd be really, really closet about it.
All right. This is Brittany signing off, saying, remember to watch your boobies, your blades, and your butts. I forgot the other one. Blood. Yep.
That's
Your
it.
blood.
This is John Fracklepus Evans signing out.
And this is Lindsay Stark signing out.
And this is Brienne Bosley Evans. Signing out. Because John's going to be one of the angels.
Oh, no.
Check it out now.
I don't know why nobody listens. I got really tribal for a minute. I don't know. Stop.
So we're done, right?
I hope